Hey, you guys. So, I just wanted to take a few minutes to encourage you in the area of relationships and how that really works with our businesses, and just kind of give you some new thoughts to think about. Because as leaders, we know, and hopefully you know, that everything comes down to who you are attracting into your life. And even as you go into appointments, as you get on the phone, as you share the opportunity, every single thing that you do comes down to your ability to attract people to you and attract the right people to you, and convey just who you are in a way that draws women that you want to work with. And I think for a lot of my career, I really looked at it as this just hopeful thing. Like, I'm going to grow, and I'm going to make my phone calls, and I'm going to do my parties, and just hope that it works out, and just try to, find the right people. And that was really all that I thought about in that realm. And in today's day and age, and in leadership the way that it is, and the world that we live in, people have choices. People have options for their lives. And while we know that Mary Kay is one of the most amazing options there is, a lot of people aren't aware. They don't know. And so we really are, as leaders, responsible for what we put off into the world, for how we convey who we are and what we do, and for the people that we draw into this company, and the people that we draw as to be a part of our teams, and even the people we put ourselves in front of with appointments. Now, let me say this before I share any more. I think it's crucial that we're willing to do what we need to do. And so I'm not saying that if you don't, know for 100% who they are, that you don't call the referrals or that you don't talk to her. I'm not saying that. I think there has to be an openness. There has to be a willingness to share and to look through the many to find the few. That's very important. But I also want to convey it through this message, the importance of strategy in your thought process and in the way that you are going about drawing people to you. And so a couple things that I think we easily forget as we build our Mary Kay businesses, and especially when you make a decision to move up, is that you are still the greatest asset you have, and the relationships you can build with women, genuine relationships, friendships, just mutual relationships of respect and love are the strongest thing that you have. And so as you go through life, I want to encourage you, do not let your life become just Mary Kay and home, or your job and Mary Kay and that's it. Really, truly find ways to do things that you love, or to utilize the various places of your life where you're going and doing and interacting, especially if you're super busy, if you have kids in sports and at school and all of that. Think of life and every person that you encounter as potential friends, as potential relationships that you can build with new people. The strongest things that are going to happen for you is when you connect with awesome women in life, build genuine trust and relationship with them because of doing life, and then attract them into Mary Kay. And I can tell you, it's pretty amazing. There was a season in my business where I really went down to Mary Kay and Mike, and maybe a little, not maybe, we were involved in our church, but it was like my life really shrunk, and I just thought, okay, I've got to be on the phone, and I need to be working my Mary Kay all the time. And while there was success and things happened, as I branched out from that was when I met some of the most incredible women who are a part of our organization right now. One I met when I was just hanging out with an old friend who had moved into the area, and I just wanted a friend who was not in Mary Kay. I just was like, I need to talk to someone who's not in Mary Kay. We got together, and guess what? She was attracted into this company and has now earned multiple cars and is an amazing leader and a future national. Another person I met because of the small group that my husband and I decided we needed to join. Another one I met because I decided, you know what? I just want to be in the choir. I want to do this program and it'll be fun, and I met her there. Another was because I decided I want to be in Bible study. I just enjoy it, and I'm going to carve that time out in my schedule. On and on and on. Another was just a good friend that I met when I first moved here, and we just did lunch, and I took time out of my workday to have lunch with a non-Mary Kay relationship. And all of those relationships were friend first, were me as a person first, and then Mary Kay followed. And it was a natural byproduct because it is what I do, and I am passionate, that I did eventually engage them in what I do. And over time, they were attracted in to become a part of this. But it was me. It was my friendship, my relationship. Not because Jess is so awesome and like wonderful, but just that's what life is about. It's about building relationships. And so I want to ask you, where in your life are you missing relationship opportunities because you're like, I got to pick up the kids and get home. I got to get to my Mary Kay meeting. I got to get to this, get to that. I need to go work on such and such. Are you looking at the different avenues of your life and the places where you're interacting with women already as potential friends, as awesome women you can get to know and enjoy who they are? And then maybe as a byproduct, they will be drawn into Mary Kay. I want to encourage you to build friendships everywhere you go, in every area. Have women that you just love and enjoy. And yes, eventually it comes through to Mary Kay, but don't let that be just what you do. Like, I only look for people for Mary Kay. Really take the time to do things you enjoy and invest in small ways and things that fill you up. Whether it's going to classes at the gym or getting a pedicure or a manicure or joining a Bible study or whatever it looks like, a play group, volunteering for something at your church. Those are the places where you're going to build amazing, amazing relationships. The other thing I want to say is that there are other ways you can also utilize putting yourself in the space of great people. You can find business networking groups in any city. And so, what about the Chamber of Commerce? Do they have a business after hours? Is there a place where you can rub shoulders with professional people and just go be in the space of that? Another thing would be like a junior league where great women serve the community and they're involved and you just get to do life with them. Or maybe the American Heart Association or another organization that has an event that you can just go serve. And it's not about Mary Kay, it's about you just going and doing something that is fun, that interacts with people. Are you utilizing those opportunities in your life? It's amazing when you can engage with and draw wonderful people to you. It's a lot less work that you have to do of feeling like you need to scour the mall for people or, look behind every cash register to see who you can give your card to. What about relationship, Mary Kay, building? That's a powerful thing. And that's when you're going to attract and really know that the women that you're sponsoring are who you think they are, because you know them and you love them and you've done some life together. It doesn't have to take years. It can be a few weeks, a few months, or more. And then the other thing I want to encourage you to do is, as you live life, many of you have probably heard the term warm chattering, like out and about, warmly engaging with people and giving out your card and getting numbers. And I have really at times battled with this concept because I was like, well, I wasn't the person to talk to people out and about. I wasn't Miss Friendly. I wasn't like making friends everywhere I went. I was on a mission to go do what I wanted to do. Please don't bother me. Leave me alone. Let me get home. That was just my D personality coming out. And so just learning to engage with people out and about and to smile and to see who smiles back was a learning curve for me. And so I began that journey. And now I really genuinely enjoy engaging with people. As I do life and go places, I just smile at everybody and see who smiles back. And it's amazing how you can build connections with people if that's not something that you've done before. But then here's the kicker. From that point, I wanted to convey that I really cared about them and like I was genuinely interested in who they were. And so then I told myself this story, well, if I do that and then I ask them to like give me their name and number and I give them my card, I just ruined it because now they're like, oh, she wants something. That's a story that I told myself and believed for longer than I want to admit. But I had a moment of realization in the recent past where I realized, you know what? That's just a story I'm telling myself. What if I just stop believing that story? What if I just believe that my heart is right and that I'm going to care about them, and then if I give them my card, they'll think, oh, cool. what if I just believed that? And so I did. I just made the decision that I was going to engage people out and about. I don't walk up to strangers typically and just hand them my card. No. But as I do life and I'm warm and I'm friendly and I just love being alive and I enjoy the people around me, when I do make a connection with someone, when they do impress me, when they are friendly, just saying, you know what? Would you be offended if I just gave you my business card? And I mean, they never say no, or they never say yes. Like, sure. Like, awesome. I actually am a business owner with Mary Kay, and then I explain whatever I do based on her and however I want to say that. I absolutely have enjoyed talking with you. I would love to get to know you better. Would it be okay? Could I get your name and number and just touch base with you and you could test some stuff out for me? And they always respond warmly, and I just decided not to believe those lies anymore. And you know what? It's been awesome to engage with women out and about and to be bold and to be proud of who I am and what I do in my profession, in direct sales. But it's backed by a heart that really cares and someone that really is enjoying talking to them. And that is a great way that you can build connections out and about. And if that scares you to death, start with just smiling and engaging people as you do life. As you're out and about, just smile. Be happy. You'll be amazed at the people who will respond, and there will be people who won't. And if they do respond, get used to just chatting and sharing, and then eventually you can say, hey, would you be offended or bothered if I gave you my card? And you just never know the opportunities and the people that you're engaging with out and about that would love and be blessed by something that we have to offer. It's the most selfish thing in the world. And a mentor of mine said this to me. She said, Jess, it's so selfish of you not to give out your card because you're afraid of what they're going to think. Like, what you have to offer her could change her life. It could just make her skin feel better and, bless her day, or it could downright change her life like it changed yours. What right have you to make that decision for her? And I just thought, oh my gosh, I don't want to be selfish. Like, that wasn't my point. But it really was. It was about me. It was about them receiving what I had to say the way I wanted them to receive it and responding the way I wanted them to respond versus just being courageous and really trying to make a positive difference in their lives, to leave them different with different opportunities or different hope when I leave them. And that is what this is about. And so relationships are key. What can you do to increase the amount of relationships in your life, to deepen the relationships, to open new opportunities for relationships in your life, whatever it may be? Most likely you know where you can go deeper and go stronger. And as leaders, we don't have an option. It is our duty and it is our privilege to build relationships with people and to do that everywhere we go. And you never know the people that you're going to get to impact and the lives that will be changed as a result of you being a person and enjoying people genuinely, but being confident in the woman that you are to speak and to share and to connect. And so I hope that you will take this to heart and give it a try and see if it doesn't enrich your life greatly, as well as blessing your business with some incredible, amazing, like-minded women coming to be a part of it.